Welcome to the Brothers War EDH. My name is Chris. This is Ryan. You know us. 22nd episode coming to you. And today we got a special 22nd episode as we're bringing you 2-in-1. You get 2 games in 1 today.
Yeah, we got a double feature today. The first game, power levels 6 to 8. Second game, power levels are going to be 7 through 8. And they're going to be at the bottom of the screen as Chris is showing there.
Yes.
It's going to be interesting. The decks at the table. The first game is going to feature our Dominaria decks again. And the second one is going to have some new commanders that haven't been featured on the channel yet.
Yeah.
And we're excited to bring this to y'all. So with that being said, we're going to go into our question of the day, brought to you by Chris. So what's our question of the day?
Question of the day is a question near and dear to my heart because everybody loves Commander. You know, that's why you're at this channel right now. So what we want to know is we want you to comment. Who is your favorite Commander and why?
Yeah, I'd say for me, I played Urza for a while when Urza first came out, but I think Sai is probably my favorite deck right now. I like artifacts. Sai makes Thopters, and you can just do a lot of crazy stuff with artifacts. So probably say that right now. That's mine. It changes every now and then, but I played a group HUD deck back in the day. I forgot what the name of the commanders were though. It's like Kios and Kyranos and Tiro, the 2016 precon. I played that for a solid 2 years, and it was cool, but it probably wasn't my favorite. I just like the deck. So
yeah, for me, I love all my decks. I mean, there's a very specific reason why I build the decks that I build. Whether it's because I want to try a new archetype, or I want to do different colors, try things outside and expand beyond the color pie, what I feel like. And even though I do love doing that, I think my favorite deck has got to be Apatra Vizier of Poisons. It's a deck that it was one of the first decks I've ever built, and it's a deck that's gone through many iterations, and I just love negative counter synergies. Wizards, bring it back, please. No. He doesn't want any more synergies.
No more counters. No more negative counters.
I'll feature that on the channel soon. With that being said, deck lists and power level chart in the description below. With that, let's get into the opening hands.
First, we have Chris on Braids, Nightmare Adept. This is a control deck that wants to use Braids as the main value engine to draw a bunch of cards and control the game with stuff such as discard and sacrifice to eventually find a combo to win the game. Next, we have Josh on Shanna, Purifying Blade. This is an Angel tribal deck that wants to use Shanna as a value engine to draw a bunch of cards, deploy a bunch of angels to swing out and win the game. Next, we have Ryan on Greensleeves, Marrow Sorcerer. This is a Lands Matters deck that wants to put out Greensleeves, play a bunch of lands over and over again, create Badgers to swing out to win the game. And last, we have Blake on Elas Ill-Kor, Sadistic Pilgrim. This is an aristocrat deck that wants to use Elas Ill-Kor as well as other drain effects such as Blood Artists and Zulaport Cutthroat to sacrifice creatures to drain out its opponents to win the game. And with that, let's go to war.
Alright, draw. Swamp. I'll cast a Soul Ring. And I'll cast a top, and then I'll use the last.
Oh my gosh.
We can just stack it like this, and I'll pass.
Alright. Island. Or Soul Ring of my own. But I won't play a top. I'll play Lightning Greaves.
I don't like where this is going.
Pass my turn.
Force pass.
I'd
Go with a nice little plains and pass.
That's not a plains, that has words on it.
Actually, if you can't see all of the lands in the game have this text, you just might not be able to see it.
Sorry, I'm gonna play a Castle Locktwain. We'll go with tap for 3. I'll use the black and the colorless to cast a Waste Knot.
Oh.
And then I'll
top with the last one and passes.
I see. Wake up. I don't like this.
Tap, keep draw. Hinterland Harbor. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna code Dama's Reach.
Yep.
And that'll be it. I'm not gonna do anything after that.
All right, draw. Bit forced. I'm playing exploration. Do a Verdant Catacombs, and I'm just gonna crack this, get a forest, and pass to Blake.
Take
Tap,
one.
upkeep, draw.
Yeah, take one.
Go isolated chapel.
That's correct. Yes.
Cruel celebrant. Pass turn.
Draw.
This looks like this foil Kodama's Reach looks terrible. Can't even see it.
3. And cast a Dark Deal.
I'm out to respond.
Oh, wow.
I mean, since I gotta discard this anyways, I'm gonna channel Beseju. I'm gonna target the Waste Knot.
Oh, my hero.
Nice. Well done.
That will resolve. I'll go get a land.
So discard and draw that many -1.
-1. Yep.
5. So I'll draw 4. All right. Well, enemy number 1 is Chris.
Well,
Joe?
to be fair,
Not anymore.
that made this a lot worse. Or sorry, yeah,
Joe's-
a lot like.
Hey,
better.
I'm trying to say what I'm discarding. Okay. Church Skull Reaver, Reliquary Tower, Alheimer's Archive, Sarah Ascendant, and a Forest.
Valgate Recovery, Kodama's Reach, Wayward Sword Tooth, and Genesis Wave.
Oh.
Necrogen Miss, Reassembling Skeleton, and Swamp.
Plains, Body Launderer, Woe Strider, Aganjo, Swamp, and D-Spark.
And since
That
I
would-
discarded 3, I'll draw 2. Let's go ahead and pass the turn. Yes, I'm done.
Temple Garden, which is going to come in untapped. I'm going to take 2. Let's do green, blue, white for Shanna.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is gross.
Sorry. Go to equip.
Sure.
Yeah, let's go Blake. I'll do 3, you Blake.
Declare no blocks.
Take 3. I'll go to my end step. I'm just gonna pay 2. Draw 2.
Yeah. Draw a card. Play Azusa.
Mhm.
Play a land, forest, and we're gonna pass.
Fetid Heath. Move to combat. First for 1.
Oh, I thought that was coming at me.
No blocks. I'll take 1.
2 mana for a Lion Sash, and I'll pass the turn.
Nice.
Oh, I like that card.
End of your turn, I'm going to top. I'll keep them like that. Untap. Keep, draw. Play a land, return. Tap 6, cast a Ballista Citadel.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll look at the top. Pay 2, go to 37, cast an Arcane Signet. Pay 2, Lightning Greaves. Pay 1, cast Imperial Seal. I'll lose 2 life. I'll put Aetherflux Reservoir on the top.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yep.
What the frick? All right.
You care to explain?
Let's go to the next game. First, we have Josh on Maelstrom Wanderer. This is a turbo Maelstrom Wanderer deck that wants to use a lot of artifacts early in the game, turbo out Maelstrom Wanderer, cascade into big threats, swing out, and win the game. Next, we have Chris on Braids Nightmare Adept. This is a mono black control deck that wants to use Braids as a value engine and use cards like discard effects and sacrifice effects to control the game and eventually get into a combo and win the game. Next, we have Blake on Ghired Conclave Exile. This is a big boy stompy deck that wants to use rhinos, proliferate them, swing out, and win the game. And last, we have John on Varina Lich Queen. This is a zombie tribal deck that wants to use Varina as a value engine to swing out with a bunch of zombies and win the game.
All right, I'm gonna leave. Keep drawing. Where's a Soggy into Sol Ring? Pass my turn.
Draw. Play a Swamp, and I'll pass.
Draw. Play a Marsh Flats, and I'll crack and search up Jetmir's Garden and pass the turn.
I'll play a swamp, and then we'll go into a Grave Crawler.
Pokemon.
And I believe I'll pass the turn.
Rejuvenating Springs. Kodama's Reach.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's a turn 3 Maelstrom Wanderer, boys.
Well, with the Urza Saga, it's about to get nasty.
That's what I'm saying.
Pass my turn.
Yeah. Draw.
Oh, can you put some counters on the Urge Saga so I know what's going on? Can you maintain your board state, please?
We'll do a green.
I'll play Polluted Delta, and I'll crack it. Go to 39, and get a Swamp, and I'll use those two to cast a Dreadhorde Invasion and pass.
Let's tap and draw. Spectator seating Paladin class. Go ahead.
Now wait a minute, I gotta get my dice. This one's in my hand.
Draw.
One already.
Play an Isolated Chapel, Binding Mummy.
Can't see the others.
Yep.
And we'll go to attacks. We'll go at Blake for 1.
Yeah, get
Faster.
him.
Gravecrawler
cool.
also attacks for 2, so I'm gonna take 2.
Thank you.
Draw.
Can somebody kick me out of this game?
After my draw, this will go to 3. 0 mana artifact to the battlefield. Mountain for turn. Sacrifice this. Make 3 blue.
Yep.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for Maelstrom Wonder.
Sure.
Cascade triggers.
Alright, Cascade. As a land. Gilded Lotus, we'll cast that.
Oof.
It goes.
God.
Souls. Farseek. Unfortunate, but we will cast that.
Nope, like that. Big fan.
Shut up.
All right. Targeted removal spell, Vandal Blast, and he's done for the game.
Wow.
It's asking a lot.
Not that much. I got one of those things in my hand.
I know play red.
Kitria.
I know play red.
Combat. John will swing 7 at you.
I'll block with the Binding Mummy.
Okay. Second main.
You done good, Binding Mummy.
Pass turn.
Zombie deck.
Untap. Upkeep. Lose a life. Make a zombie army. Draw. I'll play a Castle Lock Twain as my land for turn.
Mm-hmm.
Tap 3. I'll cast Braids.
No.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I will move to the end step. I'll
Yep.
trigger Braids. I'll sacrifice my zombie army. And y'all
So
can sacrifice a creature or take 2 life and I draw a card.
it's a May, correct? Like I
Yeah,
can
it's a
take
May.
2. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
you
take
could just
2.
take 2.
I'll take 2.
Unfortunate.
So I'll draw.
Oh, yeah.
I have
I'm
8
gonna
cards, so I will discard a card from my hand. That
Whoops.
card will be a Bloodstained Mire. Pass.
Yavimaya Hollow into a Fayborough Elder.
That's a good card.
Pass.
take- Oh my god. Let's play an island for turn. And then
Oh, yeah.
play a Death Baron. Chris, we'll go 3 at you.
I will declare no block. Take 3.
Pass.
Temple the False God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 1 floating. We'll play Sky Shroud Claim.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Breeding Pool, I think, is going to be one of them. Let's just.
Well, Josh's
Uh,
graveyard is magical because the colors are changing.
I don't know if I need these to come in tapped or not. Hold on. We'll have 1 come in untapped, the other come in tapped. So we'll take 2. All right, 1 floating. Green, green, green. That's 4, 5, 6 for Avabruck Caretaker.
Yeah.
We'll go to combat.
Yup.
Trigger. I'll put 2 on the Maelstrom Wanderer. Avabruck at John. Maelstrom at Blocky.
What's the PT on?
It's at
Everbrook?
4/4.
4/4. Yeah, I'll take 4.
Yeah, I'll take 9.
That'll be my turn. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Ancient Tomb. I'll take 2. Cast an Arcane Signet.
Oh.
Tap for 2. Rotting Rats. If that's good, I'll
Yeah.
pass the priority here.
Yeah.
Misty Rainforest.
Bone Miser.
I'll do unmarked grave.
Mimic that.
2. I'll cast a Diabolic Intent, sacrificing the Rotting Rats.
Yep.
I'm gonna grab this card. Then I will move to my end step and I'll sacrifice my zombie army. And y'all can sacrifice a creature. If
I will
not, take
do
2
too.
life.
Take 2.
Hate it. Stop it. Hate it.
So nobody sacrificed a creature?
No.
Okay. I will draw 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in hand, and I'll pass. Like, I think you're muted.
I'm not saying anything. Tap for
Oh.
5. Cast Ghired. ETB, make a Rhino. Pass the
Rhino.
turn.
We'll tap 4. We'll tap out for Varina.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah. Right. Cool.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yep.
I am going to go to combat. The Death Baron at Josh and Gravecrawler at Chris.
Was that 3?
That is
2?
Death
Oh,
Baron is
he's
2.
gonna attack trigger first.
I do have attack triggers,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna draw 2.
Does it draw 2, gain 2 life, and discard 2?
Yeah. Discard 2.
Or gain
That's
that
a
life afterwards.
Crypt Breaker and a Graveborn Muse.
Mhm.
We'll gain 2.
All right, and I take. What was it? 2.
You take 2,
And I take 3.
and Chris will take 3. And after that, I will pass turn.
Untap. I'm really tempted to not cast anything so I can flip this Everbrook.
Flip it.
Draw.
Bet you won't.
Sheebus. I can't not cast anything. It's probably not good. It's good for me, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 1 floating. Xenagos.
Oh.
Ooh.
I'm gonna take 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down to 30. Worm coil engine.
Oh.
Oof. Like, don't give the thumbs up like it's not a big deal.
I mean,
I will move to combat.
Combat is good, my friend.
I'm gonna have this trigger resolve first.
Mm-hmm.
Put those on the worm coil engine.
Oh.
Yep.
So it is an 8/8, and then the Xenagos trigger I'm gonna have activate on the worm coil engine.
Oh,
Become
God.
a 16/16.
yep.
Yep.
Let's swing worm coil at Chris. All right, sorry, Chris. We're gonna swing both of these at you.
I
So
will
the worm coil and
declare a
Everbrook-
block on the... Worm Coil doesn't have trample, right?
It does not.
Xenagos gives it trample, doesn't it?
It
Or is it
gives
haste?
Sorry.
haste. Yeah.
I'll block the Worm Coil and take 4, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'll gain 16.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It was a 16. That'll do, donkey.
Untap. Upkeep. I'll lose a life. And make a dude.
Make
Draw
it,
card.
dude.
Let's go with a swamp. Cast a Dark Ritual.
Mhm.
I'll use 3 black. Take 2. And another black to cast a Professor Onyx.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna +1.
Okay.
Lose a life. Look at the top 3. One of them in my hand, the rest in my graveyard. I'm gonna put Reassembling Skeleton in top. That's one. 2 black. Cast a Chain of Smog, targeting myself.
Oh, okay. Great.
Okay. Well, that's just GG's.
Pass priority.
Yep.
I have nothing.
Professor Onyx will trigger. Each opponent will lose 2 life, and I'll gain 2 life. Is that okay?
Sure.
Yes, honey.
Okay, so I'll discard 2 cards. Swamp and Bottomless Pit. And then I'll copy Chain of Smog. Deal 2 damage to each opponent, and I'll gain 2 life.
Yep.
I'll target myself.
When does this end?
Until y'all
unless
are
someone
dead.
has a counter spell, we're done.
Yeah, unless you have a counterspell, it's GG.
That's game.
So obviously that first game was pretty quick. I believe it was a turn 4 win from Chris. You draw a bunch of cards in the early game with Braids because nobody wants to sack anything.
Hey, you want to stop me from drawing? You guys better start sacking.
Yeah, you find your combo, and that's it. You know what I mean? That's
interesting about that one is, obviously I didn't have the combo in hand. I played Bolas the Citadel as a value engine. Just happened to get a tutor that tutors on top of the library. Got the Aether Flux Reservoir, and that was it after that. But that was a pretty solid one for me.
It was a nightmare.
Yes. But
yeah. And then the second game was pretty good. Funny enough, in the game, it was actually going out. It was pretty back and forth. But then the Chain of Smog Professor Onyx combo came out, and everyone was like, oh. So,
great.
but that's. It's all right.
How else am I supposed to win? Braids ain't gonna win the game.
Mono black.
Yeah.
You have no way to protect that. So Chris just took advantage of everyone else kind of just like going after each other, and that's just how it is. The game's got to end. If it ends right there with and the Chain of Smog combo is not. People are like, oh my gosh, it is infinite, but. If you have something to disrupt it, it's very easy to disrupt because you can counter the last copy of Chain of Smog, or in response to the last copy, you destroy Onyx, and that's really it. And then that makes him discard all the cards in his hand, and then he's just stuck. So
very high risk, high reward.
Right. Well, in this case, he got the high reward because he won the game. But that's going to do it for us today. Hope y'all enjoyed this double feature. Just want to thank y'all again. We just hit, I believe, 321 subscribers, which, still boggles my mind that we have this many. But, next sub goal is 500 by the end of the year. We're going to keep on putting out this content for y'all. And, just thank you so much for everything that y'all have done for us. So with that, we'll see y'all next time.